Viewers, let's begin with some big news that we are getting for you. It's day 19 of the war that we are witnessing in West Asia that was started by America along with Israel against Iran. There are no signs of de-escalation. In fact, what we have now learned is that US President Donald Trump has decided to postpone his visit to China. This is the latest update that we are getting for you at this point in time. In fact, US President Donald Trump has said that he's postponing the highly anticipated trip to Beijing to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping as the war with Iran upends US foreign policy and delays an effort to actually ease tensions between the world's two biggest economies. In fact, Donald Trump has said that the meeting is being delayed. He was supposed to travel to Beijing from 31st of March to 2nd of April. Let's go across to my colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary joining us live right now for more on this. Srinjoy, good morning. You know, signs were already there because US President Donald Trump did speak about this particular issue a couple of days ago also, but now it's clear that he's not going to be visiting China as he was supposed to visit on 31st of March.
Yes, the Chinese, the Americans have been saying quietly, have been helping Iran with certain things. But that apart, the fact that he's in the middle of a war, and even if the Chinese have only been critical of the war, they want an end to the war, they have condemned the war itself. So naturally, this is not an opportune moment for President Trump to go to Beijing. Now that's very clear. If he does go to Beijing, then he won't be very warmly welcomed. That's very clear because the Chinese are making it clear they don't want the war. It's hurting them if nothing else because they are serious importers of petroleum and a lot of their petroleum come from Iran. So that is something they have in mind and they don't feel very happy about this. But that apart, it's also important to note that this has caused some consternation even with his allies, the British, the French, the Japanese,
right.
Even the Australians and South Koreans. Were they told about this before it all started? Were they briefed about this? And halfway through the war, they are asked for help.
Right.
And you have seen the reaction, particularly from the British.